Today I'm going to show you how to make a collage that expresses an emotion. I will show you how to cut out simple pieces to make a simple face, and we're going to explore how moving those shapes will change the facial expression. First, we're going to cut out the base. The base is the bottom piece of your collage where you're going to glue things on top. And we're making a face, so we'll want either an oval or a circle. So remember to try and use the corner of your paper first and try to make it as big as you can. So we're going to make a big circle. I have yellow paper because it's kind of like emoji color, but if you want to use other color paper or just white paper or even scrap paper like advertisements or old magazines, that is totally okay. So here's my face shape. And then now we're going to need to cut out two eyes. The eyes of a person are actually not oval or circle, but they are football shape, meaning that the edges are a little bit pointy. So we're going to find some paper to cut out the eyes that is a different color from the base, the face shape. We're going to be cutting out the white part of the eye first, so I would recommend white paper for this part. So again, use that corner of your paper first as much as possible. For this one, if you would like to draw it before you cut it, you can. So make sure it's big enough. Use the corner. Football shape is like this, where it's like an oval, but the corners are pointy. So we're going to make one more. And we'll cut this out. And once you cut it out, try placing it on your face, and it's gonna start to look like a face. If you have some pencil marks, I would recommend putting the pencil down. That way the pencil won't show up on the top and it'll look neater. Now I have two eyes. Inside of the eyes, there's a colored part and it's a circle shape. Those are called the iris. The iris color is different for everybody. Mine is a brown color, so I think I'll use brown, but it doesn't have to be a self-portrait, so you can decide. We're just gonna cut out two smaller circles using the corner of your paper. And see if it fits your eye. Oh, mine fits pretty good. If it's too big, you can chop off a little bit. If it's too small, you can try again. And you can draw your shape first if you want to. But again, if you do, put the pencil side down so that the no pencil side is on the top. Now an eye also has a black smaller circle inside. Those are called the pupil. And a pupil is black no matter what your eye color is. So we're going to be cutting out an extra circle, this time with black. And if you don't have the right colors, you could also use white paper, but just color inside with crayons or markers. There we go. So now we're going to cut out the nose shape. The nose of a person is, a lot of people think that it's a triangle, but it's actually more of a rectangle or a trapezoid shape. So we're going to cut out a trapezoid. It's kind of like in between a rectangle and a triangle. And then of course we have to have a mouth. The mouth for this project, we're going to cut it out with a semicircle. A semicircle is a half a circle, so we can also call it half circle using the corner of my paper and cutting it out. And then finally, we're going to be cutting out some eyebrows. For eyebrows, we're just going to again use the edge of the paper and cut out two skinny rectangles. Okay, now we have different shapes that we might see inside of a face. Now, before we glue these on, we're going to explore some different expressions. So first, we're going to just take the eyes out and glue the iris, that's the colored part of the eye, onto the white football shape of the eye. Then the black circle, which is the pupil, goes in right in the middle. Same for the other one. Right in the middle. Okay, so now we're going to move around the face pieces to see how the expression, the feeling changes in this person. So right now we have it kind of smiley and happy. How would you turn this into a sad face? Maybe you would change the eyebrows going down and turn around the mouth. Now it kind of looks like he's sad. about angry? Maybe you would turn his eyebrows this way. So by changing the eyes and the mouth, you can have different expressions. You can show that he's feeling different feelings. So pick an emotion that you would like to express with your face. And then once you're happy, I think I'll do sad. Then we can start to glue. Remember to flip over your pieces, put the glue on the back, and then glue it on the base. Now, after you're done gluing down your facial expression, if you want to add some extra stuff, like my guy is sad, so I could cut out some teardrops to show even more that he's expressing sadness. What would you add if you had an angry face? What would you add if you had a happy face? So those are some extra things you could add. Another extra thing you could do is to glue your face onto a bigger base so that it has a border. You can do that if you like, or you can just leave the face shape as your base, whichever is okay. So today we explored collage and how to make face shapes and arranging them to show an emotion with different facial expressions.